Hi guys, Mew2King
and Salem.
And in today's video, we're going to be going over the best Kirby hat powers in the entire game. So one of Kirby's best hat powers is actually Min, which is a ramen noodle bowl with some ramen hair. By Kirby putting on this hat, he gets the power of the forward smash, which you can use in the air or on the ground. But the best benefit of this is that if Kirby does a forward throw or a back throw, he can actually forward smash afterwards and get the forward smash damage. And then there's also a decent chance the dragon fire breath attack will happen at the end of that. So you get combos off of the low percent forward throw and back throw, which is pretty nice to have a consistent grab combo.
The only drawback to that, though, is you can't walk, you can't jump out of it. Like the usual things that Min's able to do, you can't do that. So let's say you wanted to do dragon arm and then when you hit them, you want the laser to also hit them afterwards, so you want to double jump afterwards to try and get better position. Well, you can't do that. You can't hit them with the arm and then double jump. Kirby doesn't get that privilege. You can't even hit them with it and then walk. Like none of that. None of the usual. So that's a drawback.
Another Kirby power that's extremely good is the Bayonetta guns. So when Kirby has the Bayonetta guns, since it's a Kirby power, it does a little bit more damage than usual. And since Kirby is low to the ground, you can't just run toward the character and try to get underneath it as easy. Also, the guns just do a lot of damage. You can use that in neutral. You can use that, I think you could use that to throw combos, but Sam will let me know in a minute. And you can also use it for edge guarding, and you can use it while recovering. You can pretty much use it in any situation just to get like pretty decent damage. So the damage output and the speed and range that it has is just pretty consistent and good overall.
Yeah, Bayonetta Kirby is extremely broken, mostly because of his height, so it's extremely hard to dodge in the first place. Main problem with it, though, is just like let's say you're charging it, it kind of just is whatever compared to like Bayonetta's, because you're low to the ground. Most people, when you charge it, you want to catch them doing like a short hop with it, but since you're low to the ground, it's just a little worse in that regard. Besides that, after a while, that just the bullets itself starts comboing, and because you do more damage, it's easier to just get like the maximum amount of damage from the bullets. So after a certain percentage, you can just spam guns all day and do like about 30 damage or so, like if all the bullets hit them.
Another gun move, which is extremely good of Kirby, is Joker's gun. So as we all know, Joker's down gun is pretty darn good, and Kirby still has that. But another thing he can do in neutral is he can jump, shoot Joker's gun, and then do a wave dash toward the opponent, sliding surprisingly quite far, and then you can do like a tilt attack or some other type of mix-up. So not only do you get damage from above or damage from the side, you can also jump, shoot the gun, and do the wave dash to go a great distance across the stage and surprise someone and catch them off guard.
The drawback to this is that if you try doing that backwards, you get like no distance for some reason. So you have to somewhat time it when you do a jump, and then gun dash backwards, and then you get a little bit distance away from the opponent, but usually it just kind of sucks.
One of Kirby's unique powers that I think looks really cool is the Piranha Plant power. Kirby can have the spike ball come out of his mouth pretty quickly, and it does pretty good damage, and you can actually combo off it.
Kirby gets an anti-air, like a real anti-air, so opponents can't just jump over you. Besides that, like Jason said, it combos into stuff. Like, for example, you can just run up to someone and just press it, but the thing about that spike ball is that it can be positive on shield. So sometimes you can distance yourself, space the spike ball and throw it at someone, and then you get it, you're positive on shield, like a ton positive on shield, so you can get like a guaranteed grab, for example. Especially if they're like doing a normal get up on stage, for example, and then they hold shield. Because the spike ball lingers so long, it can tip the back of their shield, for example, and then you get a guaranteed grab. So there's many uses to it. It's pretty amazing just for Kirby to have, because it removes some of his problems.
One of Kirby's best powers, in my opinion, is Pac-Man's. So not only does he get a funny little looking long nose, but he actually gets to get a bunch of different fruits he can have. Some of the best things is actually he can throw the spaceship, which is used for the comboing, the spaceship that goes in a loop. He has the yellow thing. It's like, what is that, pudding or something? I don't know what it is. But he throws it as a bell, and he throws it, and cut! He throws that and it stuns you, and then he can just do like a smash attack or some strong move. And he also has the key, which just it's just a fast, strong projectile. So he has a lot of different good moves. And obviously one of Kirby's weaknesses is, he gets camped. And if you're fighting another Pac-Man Pac-Man's gonna camp you, you might as well be like, take his power, and when he plays his camp game, you do your same camp game, except your attacks do like slightly more damage. So you can actually camp him back. So for many reasons, the absorbing Pac-Man's power can be beneficial for Kirby. One of Kirby's best powers by far is Hero's power. Now, you might be thinking, oh, the Hero menu or the Thunder? No, it's actually the Fireball. And the Fireball, there's different stages you could charge it. So you can do the small Fireball just for a quick projectile, or you can do the middle range one. But the best thing you have is you can fully charge the Fireball. You can do about 3 of these or so before your mana bar runs out. And by doing one of these Fireballs, I think it does like 38 damage or something. And obviously, a lot of characters want to camp Kirby, especially like Hero. So if you're fighting a Hero and you take its power, of course his game plan involves a lot of camping, right? So while he's camping on the other side of the stage, you could be charging up your own Fireball attack. And so you get a 38 damage Fireball, you can shoot whenever you want, comes up pretty fast, kills around like 80% or like 50% from the ledge or so, like if you do the throw first. And that's what I want to talk about next, is that you could do a side throw, for example, forward throw, and then the charged Fireball attack, and at mid-high percent, it actually combos and KOs. So you can KO somebody from like grab it 60% near the ledge. So like grab a forward, stand around 60 at the ledge, and then just like forward throw, and then do the Fireball. I don't know the exact percents it always works, but the fact that you can just forward throw and shoot the Fireball, that could be really good. Not to mention being benefited from him camping you, which, that's one of Kirby's weaknesses, and this covers one of his flaws, because Kirby doesn't have to approach, because you can become a better character by just pressing and holding B and charging up for 2 seconds.
Kirby now has actual movement options, because you can wave bounce, you can B reverse, you can do all those things with this, even on the ground. As well, you can do jump cancels with these things. For example, like if you charge slightly and before you touch the ground, you can cancel it and then buffer a move, like all those types of things. Or you can even do like a pivot grab, like facing away from them. You could face away from them, do a cancel by charging, and then do like a pivot grab doing a jump cancel. So you can do all kinds of little small things that you normally can't without a power-up like that.
One of Kirby's best powers, notably for ledge trapping, is Mr. Game Watch's power. So Mr. Game Watch, as you all know, he has his neutral B attack is useful for ledge trapping. If you see Meister play, you see him do that all the time. Kirby can take the power and pretty much do the same thing back, except when Kirby does it at the ledge, you know how Meister does the run-up F-tilt to combo off the bacon when it connects? Kirby can combo it into his dash attack, or dash forward, stop, and then forward smash. So basically, Kirby actually has even stronger options for the ledge trapping, because when it successfully hits, not only does the bacon do a bit more damage, but you get the dash attack and F smash are much stronger than the Game Watch dash attack or the Game Watch forward tilt, which Meister always does. So Kirby can get quite a benefit off of the bacon ledge trapping. One of Kirby's useful neutral tools that he can get is by absorbing Sonic the Hedgehog. When he absorbs Sonic, he can just absorb the homing attack. So you press the B button, and you could press it again to release it fast, or just let it charge all the way and then press it later or let it release. Basically, he just jumps in the air and does a quick homing attack. And considering how Kirby has low mobility and he's just slow in general, having a quick homing attack as a mix-up could be really good for just hitting them for some quick damage, for some maybe forward throw and then do it to get some combos, or just covering space very quickly and threatening different ranges and conditioning. That's just a useful tool that covers some of Kirby's weaknesses, which is his slow speed.
Homing attack actually combos from his forward throw for quite some time, so you get to keep that forward throw combo for a little bit longer than usual. Snake Kirby is amazing for many reasons, because you know how there's a bunch of Snake tech and Snake just wave bounces, B reverses, and everything. Kirby can also do that, but he can do that with his multiple jumps, so it gets a little bit more crazy. Not to mention, Kirby can hold the grenade. As long as you hold the B button, you can hold the grenade, and you can also use those multiple jumps and stay facing in the direction you want to. So for example, you're facing towards Snake. You pull out a grenade, you jump. When you jump and hold backwards, you're still facing towards Snake. Because for whatever reason, how they design that move, it keeps facing that direction unless you're on the ground and you turn around. So you can just actively just focus the grenades in in the direction you want to, without having to worry about, oh, I did a double jump with Kirby. Kirby turned around. Because, like, normally Kirby turns around when you do a double jump while holding away. That's the thing. So this is very interesting mechanic. So you literally can just be like, okay, grenade toss over there, jump back, jump back, jump back. You can cook the grenade, you can toss it over there, a strong toss, weak toss, or you can toss it upwards. Like, you have a ton more options than normally compared to Snake. Not to mention, you basically can kind of plank, because the funny thing is about this, with Kirby, you can use the grenades to refresh your invincibility. So, for example, you blow yourself up once when you're off stage after you like re-grab the ledge, you can grab the ledge again. So you can continuously just plank off stage and just be as annoying as you want to. It's really funny. It's really funny. Snake Kirby's grenades do slightly more damage, but it's very important because you know how Snake throws a grenade and it bounces off you? That little hit, it does more damage. So you don't even have to like get the actual explosions to hit the person. You can just keep tapping Snake with grenades and they do tons more damage than usual. So this is really, really broken.
In my personal opinion, one of the most useful and easy to use moves that Kirby can use is the Bowser's Fire Breath. So Bowser's Fire Breath, as you know, in the best case scenario at super close range, it can do up to 40 damage. Now Kirby's being slightly stronger, it's going to be even more than that, probably like 45 or so. If you can get at from the very closest of the ranges. In addition to that, it gives him a good range move. You can do it off throw, so like you can forward throw, forward air re-grab Bowser, and forward throw suck him up, for example, and then it combos off forward throw low percents into the suck up move. But also another good thing is you can use it for two-framing. So it's not only more damaging than Bowser's, but because Bowser's so much taller than Kirby and Kirby's lower to the ground, a wide variety of the cast, like almost every character, it'll be better for Kirby to use the Fire Breath on the ledge than Bowser. Because even as the flames get smaller, you're already starting from such a low position from the mouth to ledge distance that you're going to consistently hit like so many characters like almost every time. And that's useful against another Bowser as well, because then it forces Bowser to like go above you. And then, but when Bowser goes above you, he has landing lag like on the platform or on the stage, depending on what stage you're playing on. So you can just cover options so consistently with so much damage with very little execution, and it just seems very rewarding. So in my opinion, that's a very useful power. Another fireball attack that Kirby can absorb is Ridley's. Using Ridley's power, he can shoot between 1 to 6 fireballs, and that can be really useful, especially if you have more than half the stage control. If you're across the stage, you can use it to approach, because then they have to shield or jump, and you know that limits their options, so it gives you a nice approach if you have the space to set it up. But if Ridley's off stage or on the ledge, you can just charge between 1 to 6 fireballs and try to either gimp him or just get some consistent damage.
It's pretty funny to use because it's just like, okay, well, you can cover this odd angle when Ridley's off stage, and Ridley usually tries to get like under the stage to up B, even though he doesn't always have to, but it's usually the spot most Ridleys go for. So you can usually just catch them off guard and just cut off that area. Not to mention, those fireballs do a ton of damage just because it's on Kirby. Like, they do a ton of damage, more than usual. So that's another pretty good one. It's also, again, a projectile, and Kirby's pretty slow, so it's something useful for Kirby to have.
One of Kirby's best powers, if not possibly his best power, is the Monado Arch. So Kirby sucks up Shulk, and he gets to use he gets a sword as like a backpack, but he doesn't actually get to use the sword attacks. However, you do get to do things like yellow mode, shield mode. You have the super weight to live for a long time. What I call purple mode. Purple mode where you do a lot of damage, and you have red mode, smash mode,
colors
where you kill them super early, and you have blue mode, the speed mode, where you're just super fast, and then green mode, the jump mode, where you jump super high. So you can conveniently pick and choose them whenever you want. And if you saw a recent YouTube video where we said that Monado Arts is the best move in Ultimate, it shouldn't be a surprise that Kirby's Monado Arts is going to be one of his best, if not his best, power.
Not to mention, since this stuff is on Kirby, for example, when you go into jump, it's a little crazy because Kirby has multiple jumps, so you can jump super high up and you can just be gone. So it's a little crazy there, and with speed, you're fast Kirby. It's crazy. But the thing is, Buster Kirby is kind of crazy because that up till that combos now combos till the end of time.
To the end of time.
Just about. And then you have Shield, so now Kirby can just be like, wow, I can just not die too. Like, Kirby literally gets all the good stuff Shulk has, and Kirby's smash attacks are already extremely strong, so that, with Smash, for example, it's just like, it's scary. It's scary. And then, you know, generally, there's also the dial storage thing, because Kirby, for some reason, also has that. So let's say you want to wave dash with Kirby. You can do that. You can do all the crazy advanced Shulk tech. You can wave dash, you can L cancel. Like, for example, you can down air, and you can cancel it using dial storage. So you can get, like, guaranteed follow-ups, or you can get, like, brand new combos. So all that usual lag that Kirby has, you can just cancel that too, just like Shulk can. So definitely the best power-up Kirby can possibly have. It's godlike.
Alright guys, thanks for watching our video. Let us know in the comments below what you think the best Kirby powers are. And before you leave, check out below in the YouTube description. We have some affiliate links. If you're interested in any of these, please look into them and check out the links. We actually use some of them ourselves.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It should be in the description below.
See you guys later.
See ya.